Recording in progress.
All right, we are about to start recording episode 23, I think maybe 24. What's your favorite historical figure? So this is the video version you're looking at, and I'm about to hit record. Start the audio recording. So here we go. Welcome back. It's so nice to have you here. Grateful for your presence. Classic but goodie today for the question. This one came in last week. The question is, who is your favorite historical figure? Who is your favorite historical figure? Now, the reason it took me a week to answer is because I have a couple. There's no one specific historical figure. And I'm not really huge on worshiping people anyway, so I don't typically spend much time at all thinking about influential people, I guess. Anyway, that being said, I definitely had some noteworthy core experiences learning about certain people, particularly from those people themselves, through their work, their writings. Buckminster Fuller is a big one. I have this obsession with off-grid sustainability, the capacity for humanity to assemble in little tribes and villages with various forms of sustainable energy and food production to basically live matrix-free. And Buckminster Fuller was a big influence there. He had some really interesting principles he discovered. He was like a philosopher, architect, mad scientist type of guy. Wrote a lot, diagrammed a lot. Kind of like Da Vinci, who's another one that I actually like a lot. Buckminster Fuller, have you ever seen spheres based on Platonic shapes, like triangles making a sphere or a bunch of little hexagons making a sphere? That is based off of Buckminster Fuller's work. He discovered the geodesic dome, as he called it. And so just the way he thought really inspired me to think in terms of possibilities for humanity. And I'll mention Da Vinci here too, because I like him for similar reasons. Da Vinci has all these really cool diagrams of lighter than air technology, different balloon technology for sometimes large amounts of people. Some of them are just like novel individual with different ways to pilot them. Some are one big balloon, some are multiple small balloons. They have ropes, they have, solid pieces, and it's just fascinating. You don't see any of this stuff today. I don't know why, because it's practical, it works. I mean, he wasn't inventing unicorns, this is helium and stuff that exists. Another great influence is Bruce Lee. Now, I'm a huge mixed martial arts fan, love MMA, and I have since 2008, 2009. Came up on Crow Cop, Fedor Emelianenko, Matt Hughes, BJ Penn, not the old school, but I did jump into those UFC 1, 2, 3 very early when I got into it in 2009, 2010. Anyway, Bruce Lee basically invented this entire sport that's blowing up now, mixed martial arts. I know that's a really bold claim, but Jeet Kune Do, I believe it's called, is all about being like water. And in practice, that looks like fusing different styles. Bruce Lee's goal was to fuse grappling, clinch work, striking, punching, kicking, elbows into one martial art that was a living hybrid of sorts. That's what mixed martial arts is. I mean, we see it every week in Bellator, in PFL, in Risen, in ONE, in UFC, LFA. A lot lot of these different leagues and organizations. So, and then I'll say Jackie Chan. And it's not for the same reasons as Bruce Lee, even though I have another huge obsession with hand-to-hand combat films. But Jackie Chan, consider this, he just had a hit movie. I don't know what the name of it is. It slips me. It's like a couple sentences. It's very wildly popular. Apparently, it just came out. And Jackie Chan has not sold his soul in the least. He is fully integral. He's still doing his own stunts, which is badass. And he's releasing AAA Hollywood movies in 2022 without being part of any weirdness, any cliques or syndicates. He's a freaking sovereign lone wolf in this industry of insanity, and he's wildly successful. He's almost worshipped by his contemporaries. That's really cool to me, you know? That gives me hope. That proves the natural law of polarity, which would state that you could have wealthy people that are good or bad. There's different ways to get there. And I think Jackie Chan's living proof of you can reach the highest echelon of mainstream success, branding deals, sponsorships, movies in Hollywood, without needing to do anything that makes you uncomfortable on a heart level and soul level. That's important to me. I think that's just about all that comes to mind. But if any others do, I'll definitely drop a sequel to this episode. We're about out of time. Thank you so much for tuning in. I know that you are going to make the rest of your day phenomenal, wonderful, because of your power. Thank you and take care. All right. I think we just about quested up. Y'all take care as well. Thanks for watching.